goes to him for advice. You know, he's been there, done that. He's got that experience with him, and even though seeing him retire is a blessing, is also a sort of sad occasion, because it was always Mr. Matthews, you know, to be able to go to. He was a go-to guy, both even in monitor release and boot camp as well. He's loved by all. I've never heard anything negative. On the contrary, everyone speaks highly of him. He's brought even experience to me. You know, he sat me down and explained things, and he's not one to explain it more than once, though. But, you know, he's going to let you know one time, and look here. You know, go on, you know, go get your wings, get your feet wet. But he's always been there, whether there was a question about monitor release, about a question about boot camp, a question about, you know, real estate, anything. I mean, he was a jack of all trades. He's sort of a MacGyver too, good with his hands. He knows how to, you know, put things together. I mean, you can talk about anything. He was the type that he knew a little bit about a lot. It's kind of hard for me to see him go, because I don't know who else to, you know, every morning it was a handshake, one of those handshakes that, you know, I mean, I have pretty decent sized hands, but his hands would reach all the way to my wrist. And I was like, okay, hey, Mr. Matthews, every morning I gave him a handshake, and, you know, it was something, it was a rapport like that. Sometimes I'd be stressed out as a supervisor. You know, coming into this unit, I was like, wow, this is something new. And he would always say, relax, it's going to be all right. You'll see it's going to take its course, and you're going to see it's just going to ease on out. That's the demeanor he had. And many a times he would see other employees kind of like stressed out, and he would always somehow, some way find a way to ease you down. And Miss Jackson knows what I'm talking about. But I give him a lot of credit. He's a family man, you know, a working man. He's a man's man. And I want to tell him that congratulations, man. I'm glad to see that you reached your goal, and enjoy your retirement. Go out there and do your little fishing or whatever you do. Congratulations, and God bless you.
Okay, now we're going to have Lieutenant Green from OCAP. Captain Green.
I keep hearing this is strange, because, you know, we have a joke that we've been telling for the later part of 20-some years with Matt. And I first met Matt when I was an officer at boot camp. And Matt is always, we always say, I said, Matt, give me $100. And Matt said, I said, boy, give me $100. He said, you see a boy, give me $100. So, you know, it's a private joke that we always share for the last couple of years. But, like Corporal Escalante said, Matt is a man's man. I know he's not going to spend much money. Anybody that know Matt, I already know. Listen, I see you wearing Hollister, that ain't about it. Monique, you know? Okay, so y'all know. But Matt, real talk, we used to go out on food runs, everybody getting a number 6, a number 5, a number 2. Matt has one order. What is it?
Chili beans.
So I must say that he is consistent with that dollar. He is very consistent with that dollar. And I appreciate that, because I learned a lot from him with real estate and as far as work-wise. Always consistent. I've never seen him, and I've been in, this is my 23rd year, I've never seen him be malicious toward our inmate population. I've always seen him offer nothing but a helping hand. And for me, being a young officer in the department, it's really stand up guy. And I also have, you know, Louisiana roots. So I know we good people. So every time I go places, you know, we kick the bobo. Matt always talking about Gumbo and his family. I knew, you know, you guys don't know me, but I know of you and Deontay from little kids. So even when he transitioned over here and he left the boot camp program, he remained he's a boot camp lifer. You know, our program just celebrated 20 years, and Matt came back like nothing. And we appreciate people like him, because it's people like him that keeps people like me and people like my younger officers in the right direction. So, I mean, we all here for a great job today, and if you want a part-time, you know, we got you over there. But really, great job. Great job.
Matthew, congratulations. Me and Matthew go back 27 years plus. Going back to boot camp where we worked the longest stint. We opened up boot camp back when it opened up. I forgot when it was, already 93, 95. Matthew was the guy that he's truly the example of out of sight, out of mind. But never forgotten, because Matthew was a person that was very reliable, never complained, he did his job, and a lot of people that really wanted advice from him always went to him, because he was always sound and he was methodical in how he thought. He never went to the extreme in either way. He was very a person that he stuck out, even though he was the quietest one always. Matthew remained in boot camp. I left. I did many things to the department. I came back here almost 5 years ago to MRU house arrest. Matthew was still in boot camp. And I got the call like a month after I was here. Hey, by the way, MRU has to handle all the case management for boot camp cadets in phase 3. And then I said, well, how's that going to work? Well, we're going to send you 2 officers to do those duties here that you have to supervise. And when I learned that Matthew was one of them, I knew, well, okay, that's great. I know Matthew. Matthews is, you know, he knows what he's doing. Not a problem. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to learn from him, because I've been out of boot camp 15 years already before that call. Happy to say that fast forward almost 5 years, I retired recently, like 2 months ago. Matthews was still Matthews. Consistent, reliable, never complained. Things were never perfect. You never hear anything about him as far as, you know, why this, why that. He would just get the job done. Every morning I walk in, and Matthews was always there, getting ready to go hit the road, to do his job. And there was an inside joke between me and him. I go, Matthews, where you been all day? Because I never even see you anymore. I don't even hear from you. What are you doing? But he knew where I was coming from. He did his job so well that you didn't even notice he was here. And Matthews, congratulations again.
Thank you, sir.
Family's proud of you. Nice seeing you again, young man. That's another thing about that. And then, that's it. Enjoy.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm sure you'll make the best of it.
Oh, yeah.
Father, in Jesus' name, Lord, we just thank you and praise you, dear Heavenly Father, because this is the day that you have made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Lord, on behalf of Mr. Matthews, dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you, dear Heavenly Father, for your endurance in terms of employment through the years. And Lord, we just ask, dear Heavenly Father, that your grace will continue to be sufficient upon his life, oh God. And Lord, all the desires that he have in his life, oh God, we ask that you will grant him that today, oh God, in the name of Jesus. And Lord, that you will be glorified even in the midst, oh God, of the years and the days to come, oh God, concerning everything that he has been designed to do outside of the employment realm. And Lord, we just ask, dear Heavenly Father, that you will continue to bless his labor of love, Lord God, even as he walks away from this particular location, dear Heavenly Father, that he will pursue other avenues, oh God, that is his desire. Lord, we just ask, dear Heavenly Father, that you will continue to bless his family, continue to bless his children, Lord God, his mother that is representing here, Lord God, the seed, oh God, that was planted in his life many years ago. And Lord, I just ask, dear Heavenly Father, that you will even bless the meal today, oh God, and that you will continue even to bless the co-workers, dear Heavenly Father, that they will allow his legacy, oh God, to spring forth continual good fruit. And Lord, we just honor you and we praise you, dear Heavenly Father, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. I'm going to ask for all of us to allow the Matthews family to go first.
On behalf of Officer Matthews, we met a long time ago in the land far away, dog. Just and honestly, I was there Matthews' supervisor for quite a bit of time. And I'm standing next to the son right here, just to let you know how old I'm getting. How old we're getting. Or should I say, still looking good. This young man here was in a little crate, but he was so big. I just thought he was about the biggest thing I had ever seen in my life. I'm like, man, goodness gracious. And I never remember picking him up, going, man, this is a baby, man. But anyway, and fast forward to correction to the day, and just being, I mean, Matthews was a great employee. I mean, I don't think he would ask for anyone better. Very professional. Matt helped keep me balanced when I was on cray. When I would, he helped balance us out. We were at boot camp, and when boot camp first started back in '95, actually we went to Riddick in '94. And fast forward through boot camp and up until now, I'm quite sure that anyone that's had the pleasure of supervising him would say the same thing. He's professional, dependable, and he's just a great guy all the way around. Yes. So Matthews, I just want to tell you, man, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy for you that you're going into the next stage of your life. I see your whole family's here. They're proud of you. They're happy to be here. And I know whatever you touch is going to turn to gold. Whatever you touch, I know it's going to go. Literally. So with that being said, so with that being said, have a great life, man. Enjoy yourself, and just keep it going, man. Just keep it moving. God bless you.
Oh, listen. What in there? Rolex.
Mr. Matthews, this is your family, and I think it's awesome that they're here. Can we be introduced to them, please?
Of course, of course. Well, first of all, this is my mother. Hey, Mom. Start from the right. This is my oldest daughter from New Orleans. This is my oldest brother. And this is his wife. And this is my son. That's the one plate I just broke. I always tell them when they get 18. That's it. And this is my missus.
You deserve a double cap.
You might have to put up with me, trust me. This is my, this is my brother's wife, but this is my brother here, Tony, and his wife. And this is my nephew, which is my brother and his wife's son. Right, from New Orleans. And this is my daughter.
Can we get names? Because we're going to be like, hey, nephew.
Hey, nephew, hey, daughter, hey, son.
Oh, y'all want the other names? Yo, I'm going to give y'all the home name. You know, you got the nicknames. Oh, y'all want the nicknames. This is Bert. You don't know my nickname. This is, I ain't going to tell what your name is. This is Jerome. This is Deborah. This is Deontay. This is Sandy. This is Joanne. I ain't gonna tell what your nickname is. This is Tony, Dara, and Monique. And of course, y'all
Okay, now we're going to have Commander Cox come forward and present you with a presentation. So if you could get up.
Commander Cox.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here to celebrate and also honor Officer Matthews. I apologize for the rest of the command staff not being here to meet you, such a wonderful family, but because of the pending tropical storm, hurricane, there are meetings at this time. However, before we leave today, I hope someone will be able to come with me. Officer Matthews, I just want to say it's an honor and a pleasure to have had the opportunity to work with you. With your many years dedicated as a lawyer employee for 27 years with the Miami-Dade Correctional and Rehabilitation Department. We all know that your hard work and your dedication is going to end October the 29th this year. However, we want you to just enjoy, relax, and celebrate your permanent vacation. This is the time to say hello tension, hello pension, goodbye tension. And congratulations on your well-deserved retirement. And I'm going to call Lieutenant Hilton, come on up here with me. Director, Mary Clark, and the rest of the staff. You want me to first
Officer Matthews, let me read it out loud here. In recognition of the hard work and dedication you have provided Miami-Dade County and the department for the last 27 years, good luck and best wishes on your retirement. For the Director Guevara.
This way.
It's like my award ceremony.
It's an award ceremony.
I videotaped it.
Award ceremony.
I'm gonna send it to you. Okay, you can stay there.
Your brother wants a picture.
Oh, somebody can
First side. First side. Can I get a picture?
Matt, your brother is.
All right, what about Hollywood now?
This is my first time.
Okay, so thank you all for coming.
One of them.
Give Officer Matthews.
One of them, but we can get one.
Nice.
Sure, I'll be there.
Okay, Officer Matthews. You got
Attention.
Oh, you really showing up. You really showing
All
up.
right, well, listen, I'm just glad, and I just want to, first of all, give God all the praise for what has been accomplished in my life. And I just thank Him for, you know, that's going to be, what has been, and where we're going from here. But, you know, I also want to thank Miami-Dade Correction Department, you know, for giving me the opportunity of being an employee. But, you know, we always talk about the department, but this department, if we start looking at it worldwide, has basically given everybody a great opportunity here for pension, and retire, and leave here comfortable. So I like to thank, first of all, God, correction, and then we go to monitor release program for some of the employees that put this together, and the ones that I work with for corrections, especially boot camp, because my heart always been with boot camp. Yes, sir. You know? And even when I came over here, I still had the honor of working for boot camp, you know, in their capacity. But I know when I got to house arrest, some of y'all didn't like me over here. Don't come over here with all this seniority, talking to people all day. I'm talking about y'all, oh yeah. You me at the first one I got over here. Is that true? Yeah. But, you know, we got to work together and grow together. We started to, you know, love each other, and you know, and I got to start talking with people, and you know, people ask me questions, and you know, about real estate, about anything, you know. So my door is always open. One thing, I don't have a problem with sharing knowledge, whatever I know. And if you ask me about it, I'm gonna give you what I know. If I don't know, then I know the people to go find, you know, to get the answers. So, but one thing I want to say about time doesn't wait for nobody. Because there's many retirements that I've been to, people that's left, and I was like, yeah, I'm happy you're leaving. You know, I'm kind of sad you're leaving, but I'm happy you're leaving because I know the more you keep knocking off, the ones that keep knocking off, I'm going to be the next one in line. So this is my time now. So, but your time is going to come also. And all I can tell you is that the advice I can give you is just be prepared. You know, just try to make sure when you get to that thing, because I didn't know nothing about the retirement thing until like 15 years in the system. I didn't even know I know we had a pension, but I didn't know the details of the pension. So basically what I'm just saying in a nutshell, for whether you got 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, or whatever, you need to start preparing. Because time is not going to wait for nobody. And next thing you know, you're going to be that one that's sitting at the door and got to make that move. And you need to be prepared when you make that move. Now, saying all that to say this, I just want to give some appreciation to a few people that I know kind of put this thing together. And some people that I work with ever since I've been here. You know, we sit there, we talk, drink coffee. We talk about pretty much about everything. Politics, religious, job, the whole thing. And, you know, even though sometimes we agree and disagree, you know, but we still all come together. You know, so I just want to give certain people appreciation. It's just a little so, but everybody's appreciated. So, there ain't no money in here, by the way.
I want my penny back from all them times you gave me $1.06 and it was $1.07.
Let me tell y'all a story about the chili thing. First of all, you know, I used to go out with Burke and all these different guys, Jackson. Every time they go out, we go out eat for breakfast. I ain't never heard breakfast cost $25. Every time we go out, it's $25, $30. I tell them, I'm not paying on $25, $30 for breakfast and every meal we go. So just take me to Wendy's to get me a bowl of chili till I can get that's just me. I'm not spending no money like that, especially for food when I already know. Because most of the time I brought my food.
You know, man.
So, but not just to make them feel bad, they just give me a bowl of chili and I sit there
And he was sitting in the car and eating chili. We're in the restaurant. That's how it was.
So that's the story on that. But we go back a long time, especially at boot camp. I can tell you, most of the time, probably half of us probably wouldn't even have no job. Back in '95, it was just treacherous. You know, boot camp had just started out. There was no rules and regulation, and we created our own rules and regulations. And it wasn't fun. Trust me. Anything goes, any means necessary to get you to comply to what we wanted you to do.
Simplified.
So exactly. So, but you know, as I come over in house arrest, you know, I kind of blend over, see how they do a little thing, and you know, Lieutenant Q, you know, hey, they come over here, good system, and it kind of relaxed me a little more because I was kind of skeptical when I got here. You know, I was like, I didn't know how. The only thing I was like about was the 4 days on and 3 days off. That's the only thing I was concerned about. I got 3 days off. That's perfect, you know. But getting over here, you know, it was a good environment, just like it was in boot camp. You know, both was pretty much ran similar. You know, and it was basically two different programs that was great. So, and I thank both of the supervisors, you know, for keeping that program running like that. Great, excellent. But first person I just want to recognize, give appreciation to is Miss Rowe, because I know there's certain people that was set up. Where is she at? Rowe, huh? Rowe. Go get her.
With a client.
Miss Rowe. First hand, honey. She She already know. I got her to make some coupons.
Yeah, you know, I gotta keep these.
Every time I turn, man, you get the Mason coupons in the mail. I'm like, gotta give it to Miss Rogan. She lives at Mason.
No, that's what
All right.
Buzz likes.
Miss Reed. What's she? That's my coffee, buddy. Where's she at?
No, like, put them on the floor over there.
See, me and Miss Reed, we always gotta have a cup of coffee in the morning. We gotta talk about everything. So I just want to give you a card here. And just for free. Ain't no money in it now. I got a bunch of coupons in it because I know you collect the coupons. I had Miss Gomez.
Oh, she had to leave.
What Gala? Her brother?
They're going
together. Okay, they're going together.
Yeah, no, they had to leave early.
Oh, okay. And the other one, well, I got one more here. Sergeant Johnson. Oh, yeah. I just got to give thanks to this is my supervisor here. So every morning she has to check in with me, kind of get me filtered straight. And, I just want to say thank you. You know what? It's like the thing is, like I told him, I'm out of sight, out of sound, out of mind. So if you don't need me, I'm gonna check in and I'm gonna check out. You don't even know me. So hey, I don't make no noise, so I'm just in and out. So, but I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. Nothing but the best.
And my last and my least. It's been on our ride or die.
When you wasn't awoke, she woke you up.
I ain't even got to call her name. If you seen me, you probably pretty much seen her. But we've been working together for almost 20-something years, 25 years each. And we worked at boot camp together in the Squad Bay, work release, we were in house arrest. And you know, me and her fight like cats and dogs. We don't see eye to eye about a lot of things, but I can tell you, we've been friends for life. You know, we went to church together. We have family, go to the same church. We all kind of grew up in the same environment. So, Miss Jack, I ain't even got to call your name.
Yeah.
All day. And, you know, she really took her time on her off day to come here to try to make this thing happen. And I just want to say I appreciate it.
Don't cry.
Ain't no money. Ain't no money. So, but last and least, I just want to thank everybody that came out and everybody in support. You know, a lot of you got special house arrest. Y'all kind of made my last 2 years go by, because I always say, last 3 years actually. I said if I was in the facility, I'd have quit at 25. Trust me, at 25. But coming in here, meeting all the people at pre-trial, and you know, the Sabatinos and all the rest of y'all, you know, we just had a great time. You know, just talking and laughing and joking, and you made that time go by fast. But unfortunately, I ain't gonna do the last two. I'm finna get out of here. And again, thank you all for coming out. I just want to say one other thing. I just want to thank my family, because they come from Louisiana, Alabama.
That's beautiful.